Hi guys, today we'll be driving the Lamborghini Huracán GT3 at Monza on a rainy day. First, let's see how the car is set up for wet conditions. The setup for wet is not very different from that of dry at Monza. The obvious choice of tires would be wet, and the tire pressures are a little asymmetric because of the nature of the track. And coming to the aero, it is still very low because a track like Monza with straights and low speed corners, if you have a high downforce, it will make you really slow on the straights. It's not really needed. Coming to the suspensions, I have decreased the camber angle a little bit to increase the contact patch and also soften the suspensions and the anti-roll bars as well to increase the mechanical grip in the slower corners. Coming to the dampers, no real change from the dry setup. And engine and ECU, I have chosen an engine braking value of 5. This could probably be increased. This is up to the driver. And coming to the differential, you could increase the clutch LSD power amp a little more in case you're experiencing wheel spins while accelerating out of the corner. Okay, so that's about the setup. Now let's get out of the pit. So as we exit the pit lane, we would be entering into the start-finish straight, which is a really long straight, and you would be carrying a speed of about 270 kilometers per hour, and in the heavy braking zone of about 150 meters you would have to decelerate to less than 100 kilometers per hour. Let me just get on to the start-finish straight, and generally the heavy braking zone would be at 150 meters, but since it is wet, probably you should start braking a little earlier. And it's very easy to lock up here. Attack the first curve, get a good exit from here. Do not use the curbs on the exit to avoid any loss of traction. Stay to the middle of the road as we head towards Curva Grande. And here notice the puddles on the inside curb, so do not go very close to the curbs. So these puddles may be a little deep and may offer enough resistance to upset the car. Yeah, in dry you can stay closer, but this is what happens when you go close to the curbs in the wet. Yeah, now going ahead towards the second chicane. Generally the braking zone would start under the bridge, but here we can start braking a little earlier. You would be at 6th when you're on the fast lap, drop down to 2nd, attack the first curve, then get a good exit. Do not use the curbs on the exit, and also notice the puddles over there, so be wary of the. As you head towards Lesmo 1 and 2, do not use the curbs on the inside, and completely avoid the curbs on the exit, because you will lose a lot of time if you lose traction and end up spinning your wheels. So that was Lesmo 1 and 2, and now we head down the straight towards the Ascari chicane. So now you see the road, it kind of has a dip over there where you might find puddles under the bridge. These puddles, they are not of much concern, but they might just unsettle the car a little bit, but I think this is okay. So going ahead, we head towards the Ascari chicane. Here you might end up losing your rears a little bit, depends on how much downforce you got on your setup. Yeah, so the exit over here is absolutely critical because of the long straight ahead. You want to carry a good entry speed into the straight. So going down the straight full speed, generally you would start braking at the 150 marker, but you can start braking a little early. And in dry you can go close to the inside curve, but suggest not to do so in the wet, and use up all the road on the exit to get a good entry speed into the straight. Going close to the inside curves, there are little puddles there and may lead to a similar situation that we saw at Curva Grande, so you'll be set into a spin right away. Okay, moving forward, you're back on the start-finish straight, carrying good entry speed into the straight, and here's the finish. Yeah, so that's about a lap around Monza in the wet. So just like driving in the wet anywhere else, you need to be a little sensitive on your input, and also be able to counter any kind of oversteer. Go around and come back for a fast lap.
for watching.